What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Nerdthusiast Gaming Podcast. This is our inaugural episode. Today, we're just going to be discussing about us, our history with games, things like that. My name, of course, is Matt. You guys know me from the Nerdthusiast channel. And this is Jenny. Jenny, welcome to the show.
Hello, everyone. I am the Jenny.
So, today we're just going to get into a couple things about our background, our history, things like that. We hope you guys love it, but let's not be boring. Right now, we're going to play an old game, if you remember the old podcast back in the day. This is an Inclination Proclamation. And it's completely random. There are no rules. There's no context behind these questions. They are just A and B questions. Jenny, you're going first or second today?
I'll go first now. I'm excited now.
You want to go first?
Yeah.
All right. Jenny's going to go first, and then I will go after Jenny. We each have 10 questions for each other. These are just random questions. Again, there's no context to these. You can make up your own context. That's always fun. It's always fun to do.
Yeah.
What do you got for me?
Okay, first one. Let's go. Babies or old people?
Oh, my
We're
God.
starting off strong.
Oh, man. I don't like this.
Yeah.
This is weird, man.
I
didn't expect to get weird, and, we're not...
I told you.
Like a minute in?
We starting off strong. We got to. Babies or old people?
Are they quiet babies?
I don't know. Think of the worst baby you can possibly
I'm going to go with
of.
babies.
Babies? That's fair.
I think.
People suck. All right. Should we jump to question 2?
Yes, at the end. Did you answer your own questions by any chance? Or no?
Of these, no.
No?
No.
What do you think? Babies or old people?
Oh my God. Definitely babies. They're
Okay.
so cute. Old people aren't cute.
So at the end, just give your response.
Okay.
Let's do that.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
What's question 2?
Number 2. Subtitles on or off?
So
I'm gonna judge you.
off.
Off? Really? Oh, you must have really good hearing then.
I mean,
I feel like I'm deaf. That's why I always need subtitles on.
this is my issue with subtitles. I'll be real quick.
They block the screen.
They block the screen for one, yes, but for 2, the goddamn background noise is so loud on my speakers that I have it cranked up. So everybody's yelling all the time so I can actually hear them because the voices are too low and the background noise is too high. And I haven't figured out how to fix that. Yeah. I'm I'm only 36 years old and I haven't figured that out yet. Oh, we'll get into the age thing. It's fine.
All right.
So what about you? Subtitles on or off?
On all the way. I feel like I'm just deaf and I can understand what's going on better if those subtitles are on.
Okay.
I'm like, what did they say? Huh? Say it again.
Fair enough.
All right. Number 3. Real or artificial?
Man.
It's kind of broad, I feel, when I say that, too.
I think I gotta go
anything.
real. I like real people. I like people telling me how the fuck it is, you know?
Yeah. You don't want them to, go and beat around the bush or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Even though, again, there's no context. It could be anything. But
Yeah.
that's the first thing that came to my mind.
Oh, I was, thinking food, too. Real or artificial food?
Oh, I'd also say real for that.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
What about you?
Yeah, definitely real. Nothing like a home-cooked meal.
Indeed.
All right. Going into food again. Steak or chicken?
This is funnier than you think. The audience doesn't know what's happening right now, but we haven't given each other these questions. I don't think we said that earlier, did we?
No, we didn't.
So I haven't seen Jenny's list. Jenny's list hasn't seen mine, and you're going to figure out why this is, hilarious to me right now when we get to mine. But steak.
Steak. Fair. Me too. All the way. I love me some. Well, how do you like your steak, though? That really depends.
Just a regular steak?
Yeah.
A regular steak? It's got to be medium well.
Ugh. No rare?
No, I can't. Oh, no. No, you go
rare all the way. I will sear that steak and I'll eat it.
No. I can't deal with all the blood.
Oh, really?
Look, I like it being a little pink. Little pink is cool.
But that's meat. It's all brown and dry, it's not meat anymore.
It's got to be cooked.
It's just rubber.
It's got to be at least partially cooked for me.
All right.
I can't eat sushi.
Oh.
It doesn't happen. I've tried.
Because it's raw. You can't do raw
I've tried
stuff.
sushi 15 times from a million. I've given it more chances than I've given any other food. It's fucking gross. I don't know what you guys are doing. I can't do sushi.
Maybe you didn't have the right sushi.
That's what everyone says and they're wrong.
That's usually what it is. Yeah. All right. Next question. antique, or brand new?
Wow. I really, really like technology.
You do.
So I'm really probably going to say new.
Really?
But I also like old things. I would like a new house over an old house, except for the plumbing is better.
Yeah.
Man, this is a complicated question, Jenny.
I guess it can kind of go everywhere. But like in video games, you'd probably prefer what? Old? Old games?
If we're talking,
Like retro.
Well, there's no context again. So if there's no context, I'm going to go new.
Okay.
But if we're talking about games, probably leaning towards older ones with a few exceptions.
Okay. Yeah, I'd go, I want to say antique, though. I like something that has a little history, a little story.
True.
Tells me something. It's been around a while.
Okay. I can respect that.
Yeah.
I bet you like old buildings and stuff like that.
Yeah, old buildings or even old clothes. I'll go to thrift stores all the time. That's where I'll get my clothes. Yeah.
Miss the thrift stores.
Yeah.
Miss these troubled times we
I
live
know. No one understands. They don't appreciate it.
in. Used to go game hunting in thrift stores.
Oh, really? Oh, you can find some good stuff there. You can.
It's hard. Now it's hard.
Yeah.
But yes, you can.
Now it's just all Wii games and no one wants.
I still buy Wii games.
No, but next question. Badly wounded or dead?
Badly wounded.
Really?
Badly wounded.
Like suffering, like.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's better. Are you even living anymore then?
I mean, I think I would argue that you're more alive at that point than any other time in your life.
Really? Oh, that's true.
Mm.
Wow, you might have changed my mind there. I was going to say I'd rather just be dead. But I guess, yeah. Oh my God. Next question. Text or phone call?
How old am I when this is happening?
I'd say now.
All right, now text message.
Now text message.
Like
yeah.
5 years ago, you'd be getting phone calls from me because I couldn't deal with the text messages. I still, this is my thing with text message. I'll be very brief.
Yeah. Get to the point.
Yeah. If I have to tell you like a lot of shit, I am not fucking text messaging
Yeah.
you.
Who wants to sit there and like type it all out too?
Right.
Yeah, I don't want to
I'm going to
that.
call you, and if you don't answer, I get that. It's 2020. I get you not answering the phone call.
Yeah.
But I'm also not going to sit there and send you 17 texts to say what I got to say.
Friggin' paragraphs.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I would definitely say text.
Yeah,
right now.
it depends on the situation for sure too. Yeah, I'd say text. I can't call anyone. I hate calling. I wouldn't call you. I'd be like, if I need something, just text them.
Yeah, definitely text.
Way more convenient. All right. Alone or in a crowd?
Almost always alone. There are exceptions to that.
Oh,
Quick example is like concerts.
concerts.
I love going to shows. It's like one of my favorite things. Being at a show. There's nothing else in the world like being at a show.
Yeah.
But also I hate people. So it's kind of like very
Oh, yeah.
bizarre for
I'm
me to
the
be,
same way.
be like that.
But I feel like when you're at a concert or something, you can kind of get in your own world.
Oh,
and
yeah.
you know, like people aren't even there anymore.
You get a few drinks.
Yeah.
You're like
Yeah,
you're
exactly.
in the
You're
fucking
like, what?
zone.
I'm at a concert. There's people. All right.
Hell yeah.
Digimon or Pokemon? I feel like I already know this
Oh
answer.
boy. Where's the C option? Is there a neither?
No.
There's no neither?
No, neither. That's
Oh,
so sad that
God.
you need a neither.
I guess Pokemon just because it's related to Nintendo.
I guess Pokemon. That's not an answer.
What would you say?
Digimon.
Digimon?
Well, okay, no.
More Japanese?
But Pokemon. Digimon
We'll
holds
go
a
Japanese.
special like place, but Pokemon?
I don't even know what
Yeah.
Digimon's about other than it's like a rip-off Pokemon.
Next question. Ramen or pho? I hope you know what pho is.
I don't know what pho
I
is.
didn't think so. I had a
And
feeling.
it's definitely ramen.
It's-
Whatever pho
it's
is,
not-
it's definitely ramen.
It's not a ramen. It's like a Vietnamese soup. You've never had pho?
Ramen. Final answer.
Oh my God.
What about you?
I would say ramen too.
Okay.
Ramen all the
After
way.
defending
But
it?
the fact that you haven't had pho, that's like, you haven't lived life yet.
No, I thought it was pho for like the longest. Isn't it PHO?
Oh, so what? Yeah, PHO. Pho.
Pho.
Pho.
That's how I used to say bug.
Yes.
Pho.
All right, that's all my questions.
Those are the 10?
Yup.
All right, cool.
I think you did pretty good.
Yeah, those were great. That first one really caught me off guard. I was not prepared for. Fuck.
I would have been so surprised if you picked old
Jesus.
people. Oh my God.
That like oh. Mine does have a theme, like I
Okay.
mentioned. So when you started talking about food is actually my theme.
Hey, thank goodness I love food.
Everybody loves food. I thought this would be
Everyone
a
loves
good theme, and it's also, I kind of vaguely pretty much related it to like gaming food, or like food you would possibly associate with gaming in some way.
Yeah, you can really get to know someone like that.
For sure. Absolutely. I mean, these are hard choices you're going to have to make here, like right now.
All right.
So I'm not fucking around, guys.
All right, just throw me in.
Doritos or Cheetos? Right away.
Wow, just jumping
going
in there. All right. Cheetos. But I'm going to say, can I say hot Cheetos? Can I, like, turn that around?
You absolutely can. I'm going to say why. Why I'm going to allow this.
Why?
Because throughout, like, one of my things with the Inclination Proclamation thing that I do, I'll relate one question back to another, which you're going to see later.
Okay.
And I almost did it with this one. I almost said, of those two, do you prefer, like, the hot or the regular?
Oh, okay.
But I didn't do that.
Oh, not on this one.
So, Flamin' Hot Cheetos would be your answer.
All the way, yes.
I can respect it.
Yeah, Doritos, they just don't do it for me. Unless Cool Ranch. I could eat some Cool Ranch Doritos
I gotta go
right
Doritos.
Now. What?
I gotta go Doritos. I like Cheetos, but I like Doritos more.
That's fair. But just like regular cheddar cheese Doritos?
I can go them or Cool Ranch. They're both very good. If somebody handed me not the nacho cheese or the Cool Ranch, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm
you're not going to be like, get those Cool Ranch Doritos out of my face.
I'm a nacho cheese only.
Excuse me.
But yeah, these are hard choices to make, guys. This is going back to the specific question you asked about steak or chicken.
Oh.
Burgers or chicken?
Burgers, all the way. Oh my God. I always love a good burger. In-N-Out, double. Let's go right now. I'm ready.
I also went with burgers.
Yeah.
Chicken, I love chicken. I eat a lot of chicken.
Yeah, I'll eat a lot of chicken.
Burgers is like exceptional.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch there. You got your vegetable, you've got your starch, your bread. You're good.
I don't know if we should go down this rabbit hole. You mentioned In-N-Out. Is that your favorite burger place, or should we just not talk about this at this time?
Oh my God, I think we should. Yeah, In-N-Out burgers I could go for all the time.
I have questions.
Oh, Yard House too.
So recently, this is completely unrelated. I'm so sorry for you guys who expected like video game stuff.
We talking about burgers now.
You're going to have to wait. I'm sorry. We'll get to the video game stuff, but it's semi-related, sort of. Everybody eats, right?
Yeah.
Recently, in the past few months, I started eating burgers at different places trying to figure out what truly do I like, and I finally came to a conclusion.
Oh?
But, so you picked In-N-Out.
Yeah.
I have to ask if you've tried my other two contenders for In-N-Out.
Oh.
Habit Burger and Five Guys.
Five Guys. Five Guys is kind of like a special case, I feel. Their system is like making this sloppy burger.
It is very sloppy.
That's like their thing. That is their thing, and I recently discovered it. Before I used to hate Five Guys. I was like, I don't want no soggy burger, soggy bun, in foil. Why are you giving this to me? This is disgusting. And then I'm like, this is their thing. And then when you do it like that, you get the hot sauce on there, the green peppers. I'm about it.
So you still pick In-N-Out over Five Guys?
Yeah, absolutely. I can't do a soggy burger all the time.
I respect that decision.
Yeah.
Now, is Habit Burger even a contender for you?
Habit's pretty good. I like that they're always fresh, right? They make it like on the go. Yeah, but In-N-Out's the go for me. And then you get those peppers.
So those were the three that I had to compare. And I was really, really torn between Five Guys and Habit Burger.
Yeah.
But we just found something we both have in common. The sloppiness is a detraction for me. I can't deal with it.
Oh, you can't do it either.
I love Five Guys. It's delicious.
Yeah.
But it's too sloppy. Habit Burger is probably, I would say it's as delicious, if not even more delicious. Here's the difference, right, guys? Here's what you can go and do. You can go get one burger from Five Guys. It's a big-ass burger. Get whatever you want on it. You can get a double cheeseburger from Habit Burger. Same price with like a drink and fries. Yeah. For the same price that you would pay for like just fries and a burger from
Five Guys?
Five Guys.
Yeah.
So I'm getting a double burger. There's double cheese on that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's important.
You might say it's not fair, but I'm paying the same price, ladies and gentlemen, for two patties and two pieces of cheese. That is better than Five Guys. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah,
I gotta go Habit Burger.
Oh, yeah. I'll go with... I'm still going to go In-N-Out, but Habit, I can appreciate that.
All right.
That
I'm glad
freshness,
you respect it.
It's good.
I can respect In-N-Out, too. I do like In-N-Out quite a bit.
Yeah.
But I've discovered that Habit Burger is my favorite cheeseburger.
Habit does have it all the way around. Those fries, those two.
They have really good service, too, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. A little slow, but it's worth it.
No doubt.
All right. Back on track here.
Back on track. Sorry for the distractions.
Burgers.
Mountain Dew, regular, or Code Red?
Oh my God, Code Red. I was hoping you'd say Code Red all the way. I did like my volcano project in 6th grade with Code Red Mountain Dew. The vinegar in there, perfect. The baking soda.
I can respect Code Red, but I'm a Mountain Dew purist.
Oh.
Even, this is going to be disgraceful to some.
Oh?
Even when I go to Taco Bell, I don't get the Baja Blast. I need
You get regular.
the regular Mountain Dew. I need it.
Basic.
Oh, I'm very basic. It's good. You're going to realize this. So you get the Baja Blast?
I'll get the Baja Blast for sure. They had that, do you remember that sangria one they had or something for them?
No.
Or something.
They had a sangria
I don't know if it was
Mountain Dew?
sangria, but it would look like a sangria.
Oh my God.
And that one was pretty bomb for a long time. But Code Red, I'll always get that at a gas station or whatever, all the way.
Look, I love Code Red. You know what I do like quite a bit? They used to make, I don't know, they probably do like once in a while, the Game Fuel that's like an orange color.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, or they even have like the Voltage. I think that's the blue one. Dang, they have so many.
Quick fun fact, when I was in college, I drank a 12-pack of that in one evening. Thought I had a heart attack. That was a fun night. I was
You were
sweating
probably
profusely.
close to
I thought
it.
I was going to die.
You were probably about to.
And I didn't even drink alcohol that night. It was
Oh
one of the few
my-
nights I didn't drink alcohol. But I drank like almost, 9, 10, 11, 12. I drank almost an entire 12-pack of that
What
shit.
did you need to do? Finals?
I was a gamer, man.
Oh, you were the
I was like,
OG.
that's when like I think Halo 3 came out.
Oh my god.
And they had it like sponsored. I was like, yeah, I'll drink this.
You'll have this Game
Oh,
Fuel.
God.
You get your Doritos too and everything, or what?
There could have been some Doritos in there.
Yeah, I believe it.
Next one's a big one.
All right.
Pizza or wings?
I'm gonna go pizza. In terms of like cleanliness, like wings I could do, but it's gonna be so messy every time.
I'm with you on the messiness.
And I can't eat wings in front of everyone. I'm like awkward. I can't go to town on those wings. Yeah.
You want to tear into them.
Yeah, exactly.
But you're holding back. You're
Exactly. I'm like,
I need to
y'all
be-
aren't ready for this for me to devour this in front of you, so I'm gonna eat some pizza. I choose pizza.
I'm from the East Coast. I gotta go pizza.
Yeah.
I love wings. We love wings on the East Coast too. But look, pizza. I grew up in New Jersey. Pizza is a staple.
Oh yeah.
It's like a food group there. So I gotta go pizza. But I love me some wings.
Oh yeah. All the way.
Toppings. And this is specific. You don't get to pick your own toppings. They're pre-picked for you.
Okay.
Your choices are pineapple. We're going there.
Uh-oh.
Or literally anything else up to and including trash.
Oh my god. This doesn't feel like I have a choice though.
It's your choice.
I'm
You have
gonna go
choices.
everything else except pineapple. I'll eat pineapple. But it's not something I'll be like, I want pineapple.
Pineapple is a last resort situation.
Yeah.
Pineapple is like you got to a party late and there's one slice of pizza left and you're hungry and that's all there is left.
Exactly.
And like, fuck,
and you're
it's
like,
pineapple.
who ordered this?
Fuck.
Who was the one that was like, yes, pineapple pizza? Like, I hate that person.
You're all living your life wrong. I'm sorry.
Whack.
You can come at me on Twitter
But I'll
at from
frickin'
NJ to
eat
CA.
it. I will eat it.
If it's necessary,
Exactly.
there are things that need to be done. All right, next up, beer or wine?
Neither. I
Oh.
hate both. I really do hate both. I can't do beer that like fruity fermenting nastiness. I can't do. And wine is that fruity fermenting Capri Sun. That's what it tastes like to me. It's a gross Capri Sun is wine.
Wine is all right,
Eh.
but definitely beer is my choice.
Maybe I haven't had the
Man.
right beer, but man, I cannot. Maybe I'll do like a michelada or something, but even that. Uh-oh. Beer is happening. Oh no. I can't.
Do you want a beer?
No. I'll stick to my like vodka and a little orange juice and I'm Gucci.
That's fine. I'll take care of it.
He's like, I'll drink the beer in your name.
Yes. I'll let you know how amazing it tastes.
Love that fermenting, fruity, gross wheat, nasty, whatever that is.
It's rich and balanced. Traditional Marzen. I'm probably not saying that right. I'm American. It has a little line over an A. I don't. There's caramel in it though. It's delicious beer.
Ew.
Shout out to Sam Adams Oktoberfest.
Wait, why is there caramel in beer?
I don't know. It's amazing. This is the best beer ever. Well, one of the best beers.
I don't know why. Why would caramel go in beer?
I don't know, but it's delicious. Anyway, they put it in coffee. Caramel macchiatos.
Oh yeah, that's bomb. That's bomb.
It's bomb in beer too. Your previous answer, which was, you went beer or wine?
Oh my god, neither.
You had to pick one.
If I had to pick one, I guess wine.
Wine. Okay, so wine or mixed drinks or spirits.
Mixed drinks.
Okay.
I'm good. I'm happy with a mojito.
Still taking beer, but I really like mixed drinks.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's your go-to?
Captain and Coke.
Captain and Coke. What's happening right now? Yeah.
Well, that's done. I just finished it. We're on to the beer.
Oh, yep.
Tacos or burritos?
Tacos.
Tacos.
Good carne asada taco. A little lime on there.
I'm inclined to disagree.
Oh?
Burritos all the way. You can put all sorts of shit in a burrito.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Do you do rice in your burritos?
Sometimes.
Yeah, so I can't do burritos. I feel like every time I get a burrito, there's always an excessive amount of rice, and I didn't ask for this. I go to Chipotle, and they're like, rice? And I'm like, no. And they're like, really? They get all shocked. I'm like, what do you mean?
I usually get rice when I go to Chipotle.
I can't do rice and burritos.
You gotta live life, Jenny. You can put all sorts of, you put some chicken pieces in there, like fried chicken pieces. You get all sorts of stuff in burritos.
I'll do that.
Yeah, you get crazy with it. Goldfish, the cracker,
Oh, yeah.
or Cheez-Its?
They're pretty similar. I'm trying to think of those distinct, like, factors, though. You got the cheesy factor. I guess goldfish. Yeah, just for that shape.
I can respect the shape.
Yeah,
I like
you got
the
a cute
shape,
little fish.
but I gotta go Cheez-It. 2 reasons.
Oh.
1, less greasy. It's less greasy. Come on.
Really?
Yes.
From a goldfish?
Yes. There's science out there, ladies and gentlemen. Google it. Cheez-Its are less greasy than goldfish.
Don't Google Cheez-It science.
Ask my PlayStation controller. It will tell you. No, I usually don't eat while I play games. I think that's gross.
Really? Oh, yeah, you don't want all that on your controller. No. That's nasty, yeah.
Those need to be separate things.
Let's not do that.
But a shout out to Toasty Cheez-Its. Holy crap, have you had Toasty Cheez-Its?
Never heard of Toasty Cheez-Its.
They slightly burn them. Holy shit. They will poop on your hot Cheetos.
Oh?
They will poop on them all day. They're exceptional.
They're just a little crispier?
The flavor.
Oh.
It's like when you like burn like a burger and it's just like a little burn or
okay,
something.
got
It's
a
like,
little char flavor.
Yes.
Okay.
It's once you have it, you want everything to taste like that.
I could get with that.
It's
all
phenomenal.
Right. Yeah.
It's not burned to the point where you're like, oh my god, it's like just barely burned. Unbelievable.
Toasty Cheez-Its.
Toasty
Are those like
Cheez-Its.
Limited time or what?
You can go get them now. I've been stocking up. Almost all of my
Get your
quarantine
Cheez-Its now.
weight came directly from Toasty Cheetos and beer.
Living the life. We don't need Doritos in here.
No.
Cheez-Its.
Now the final question hits home. This is very important. Sorry guys, we're 20 minutes in. We're talking about food. I know. We're going to get there.
Those freaking burgers got us distracted.
Pepsi or Coke?
You know, I always come back to this one. I wonder this too. I am like Coke all the way, I must say. But Pepsi, when you get it, sometimes it hits right. You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. It's a different feel.
You get that good burn. You don't just get that fizz, you get that burn.
But in this game, you can't say both.
Oh?
You have to choose one.
I'm gonna go Coke. Coke all the way, and specifically McDonald's Coke.
Oh man.
Yeah, you can't just do
I wasn't
like
even thinking
Coke.
about that.
Like McDonald's Coke. That's where it's
Do you happen to know why McDonald's Coke tastes so good?
It's their like carbonation, right? Or what?
So Coca-Cola officially has a set of like rules you need to follow to make sure the Coke is like pristine. And McDonald's is like the only company who specifically goes through every one of those steps to make sure their Coke is like exceptional.
They follow it to a T.
And my God, does it make a difference?
Yeah, it really does.
I'll go to McDonald's just to get a Coke.
Yep, me too. Large, and you're set for $1.
Oh yeah. McDonald's Coke is exceptional.
Oh yeah, it hits right. And then that and the Mexican Cokes.
A good Mexican Coke every once in a while. They have like the real sugar. That's quite a bit of sugar. But I can't do those every day. But they were.
Oh
very
yeah. Pomsky.
My answer would have been Pepsi back in the day.
Yeah, really. Does that burn?
Here's a quick old man story.
Oh my.
Back in Warped Tour when that was a thing. Remember Warped Tour, kids?
God.
Do you guys remember Warped Tour?
We won't be doing that in a while.
Oh. They had the Pepsi Challenge there.
Oh.
Do you remember what the Pepsi? You probably weren't even born when the Pepsi Challenge was happening. So Pepsi had this whole campaign where they did the Pepsi Challenge like all summer long. They would have somebody stand there with a clipboard and like mark down, like they would give you two things, like one was Coke, one was Pepsi, and you would drink it and you would tell them it was a blind test. You would tell them which one you liked more.
Yeah.
I was convinced at this point in my life that Pepsi was a better drink.
Oh,
convinced.
You were one of those.
I would have died for Pepsi.
Pepsi fanboy.
I took that Pepsi challenge 3 times that day at Warped Tour, and I picked Coca-Cola every fucking time.
Wow.
From that day forward, I'm a man of science, ladies and gentlemen. From that day forward, I became a hardcore Coke person.
Really?
Yes. The only time I get Pepsi now is for Wild Cherry Pepsi, which is definitely better than Cherry Coke.
That is really good. That is really good. Even a good Dr. Pepper, too. I know that's not in here, but I love me a good cherry Dr. Pepper.
Yeah. But I hope you guys liked that. That was the Inclination Proclamation. We just had a couple questions for each other. Now that we're 26 minutes into the show.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed that introduction.
Hopefully you understand who we are just from those questions.
Yeah. Well, you can learn a lot about people, about food and grandparents and babies and Pokemon and Digimon.
Burgers you like.
Absolutely. All right. So up next, we're going to discuss our histories, right? Mm-hmm. All right. Who's doing this?
That's all you.
All right. So my history of video games. I don't know how old I was. My first game I ever played was either Frogger or Pitfall, and I'm almost positive it was Frogger on the Atari 2600 in my aunt's and uncle's basement. I don't know how old I was. I could probably barely read or not read at all. I was probably like 2, would be my guess. Maybe I wasn't reading then.
What was that on?
Atari 2600. This is pre-Nintendo.
Yeah, I have no idea even what Pitfall is.
I'll lead you down a path really quickly.
All right.
You know the game Detroit Become Human?
Yes.
That was made by David Crane.
Okay.
David Crane, I think his like first like big game was Pitfall for the Atari 2600.
Wow, he's been
There's
around.
some history for you guys.
He has been around. Wow.
Yep. So I played those 2 games first, and I liked video games. I wouldn't say I loved them at that point.
Oh, you're just gonna taste.
Yeah. Then my sister, who was older than me, she's about 5 years older than me, she asked for an NES for one Christmas. And at this point, I don't know, I was probably like 4 or 5. I have no idea. I was young. It was probably the late 80s. And she got an NES. And she got Super Mario Brothers. And it blew my mind.
Oh, you had to get a taste.
Huge. It was such a step up from Atari. It was like Atari. I love some Atari games. They're great. NES is on a whole nother level, though.
Oh, yeah.
So that was my experience with that. Like, that really was like one of the first things that changed me. And then I kind of like went, I was playing games like, oh, this is awesome. This is really cool. And then I like was about to stop playing games. I remember I didn't have I wasn't really looking forward to anything. I was like, I don't care about games. And at some point I walked into a store. I don't remember which store. It could have been a KB Toys. Could have been like a Sears or a Caldor or something. Do you remember those stores? Do you remember those stores,
what?
kids?
Who?
And they had Mario 64 on a Nintendo 64. And it was the first time I played a 3D game, and my mind was blown. I immediately had to go get a Nintendo 64. I got one relatively quickly. I think I called every store within like a so many mile radius.
Determined.
Dude, this was the 90s. There was no internet. At least I didn't have access to it at that time.
Do you have like the phone book or what?
I had a phone book, and I had every place that sold 64s. And every day I called them until I found one. And I was like, Mom, this KB Toys, they have N64. I need this for Christmas. You can give it to me then. But we need to go get this thing now.
Yeah.
And she agreed. And it was like, obviously I knew it was coming, but that having Mario 64 was amazing. Like, that was a pivotal moment for me.
Wow.
That made me want to like work into games. Eventually I got to work for EB Games. I'm sorry to Anthony, who no longer works at GameStop. I'm sure that was a long time ago. But he's the one who hired me. And the reason I'm apologizing is I annoyed the shit out of him from the time that I was probably like 16 and a half until I became 17, which was old enough to work there, to give me a job.
Oh, desperate to be there.
Yes.
Wow.
And that was my first job I had where I had a license. I had to drive there So after I got my license, that was like the first job I had, and I annoyed him into submission to giving me that job.
Oh my god! But you got it, right?
Oh, I got it. Yeah. And
That's
I
amazing.
loved it. It was great.
Yeah.
So eventually, EB Games got bought by GameStop, and I'm still working with GameStop now. I left the company on and off throughout the years. Not going to get into all that. My other history is I've looked through tons of video game magazines throughout my time, spent a lot of time on the internet. I've listened to a bunch of podcasts. I've gone to a ton of conventions, and conventions are awesome. We have GameStop Managers Expo. The expo for us, or not expo, but the conference itself has started for us now this year. It's all digital because of everything that's happening. But conferences are great. I love going to conferences. I went to SoCal Retro Gaming Expo a year and a half ago.
Oh wow!
Whatever the last one was before all
the
this crisis started. And then I was about to go to the next one, and it got delayed because of the pandemic, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Basically, this was just to tell you that I know quite a bit about video games. I've been really into video games since I was a child, young child.
Very young. Yeah.
And if you have questions about history and stuff like that, I know quite a bit. I don't know everything. I'm not going to act like I do. But I can probably answer many of your questions.
You know a lot.
I'm old.
I'm old.
And Jenny is young. So I'll let her tell her story about her history.
All right. For me, I started when I got my PS2 on Christmas. My mom got me a PS2 with Full Metal Alchemist. Like, she got me all the anime games. Full Metal Alchemist.
Do you remember what year it was?
Oh, my God.
Was it the year the PS2 came out?
No, there's no way. It had to be, like, 2005, maybe.
Okay,
around there.
So it was a little bit later.
I was probably, like, 6 or 7. Yeah, I got my PS2 with Inuyasha, Full Metal Alchemist, and not Kingdom Hearts yet.
So you were 6 or 7 in 2000. So that means you were born in, like, 1999?
1997.
97, okay.
I'm probably off a few years. I'm trying to think. I don't remember which Christmas it was. But then from there...
That was the year GoldenEye came out. I'm
really?
pretty sure.
What, on...
Nintendo 64.
Oh, yeah. No. I got my PS2 and then started playing those Inuyasha games, fighting with my sister.
Inuyasha was an anime?
Yeah, it was an anime,
Okay.
and they made it into this cool, like, fighting style... I'm trying to think. Have you ever played the Naruto, like, Storm games?
No.
No? Okay.
I have one.
You have it, but you haven't played.
I got that recently, actually. In the past, like, 6 months to a year.
It would kind of be like this cool co-op. You get your 2 characters. Oh, I guess kind of like Marvel vs. Capcom. Kind of like that kind of status.
Like
but
a
it was
tag
more
team?
like 3D. Yeah. And you
Okay.
could do that with like your Inuyasha characters. And me and my sister would play that like religiously. Like every day I'd wake up. I'd be like, wake my sister up and be like, let's play Inuyasha. Let's go. I'm going to beat you. Let's do this.
Did you watch the anime too?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Okay.
So I would watch the anime. And not only I could do that, I could play the game. So it was great. So I'd do that. And then from there, I got my DS. Ooh. That's when everything changed for real. I got Nintendogs. I got
Classic.
Cooking Mama.
Heck yeah.
I got every girly game you could think of on that DS thanks to my mom. And that's
awesome.
That stemmed into so much. I remember when the DSi came out, just taking all the pictures with that. Do you have a DSi? No?
I have a DS Lite. I did not upgrade to the DSi
You didn't get
when
the
they came out.
DSi? It was so fun. It was like...
I'm old. The
was
DS Lite had a
future.
Game Boy cartridge in it. I could plug Game Boy games into the DS
See,
Lite.
that's what I would do too with my DS. I'd get my Hamtaro Game Boy games.
They got
put
rid of
them
that in the
there.
DSi.
Yeah, that was really sad.
That alone was like, nah, I don't want your DSi.
I hope they bring back Game Boy games in some way. Like, if I can get an emulator on, like, my Switch or something of Game Boy games or something somehow.
You don't know about the Analog Pocket?
No. Oh my God,
We'll
is my world
go
about
down
to be
that rabbit
changed?
hole, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh
If
my
you
God,
guys
there's
want
been
a Game Boy player,
possibilities.
the Analog Pocket, unfortunately, the pre-order sold out extremely fast.
Oh,
but I'll
everyone
let you
else
know
felt
about
that.
it. It's
Yeah.
what you want to play Game Boy games in 2020.
See, yeah, I've tried, like, the emulators on the phone, the emulators on the laptop. You just don't get that same feel of, like, you know, having the controller in your hand. That's what I need.
No
That's
doubt.
what I miss.
The Analog Pocket would fulfill that.
Oh, yeah.
Or just going back and getting a solid SP.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I never got that. I didn't get that far. I had the
The
advanced.
SP was delightful.
But the SP with the light, the backlight, yeah. I remember
find
having
mine.
my Game Boy. Did you have those little lights you put on it?
Oh, the worm lights.
Yeah.
They like moved and like.
Yeah, so you could see it. Yup.
Yep. Definitely remember the worm lights.
Yep, going on road trips with those. Oh, I miss that.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, from there I got my DS. Would start reading magazines, Game Informer, New Type magazines, all those. That's when I started liking Kingdom Hearts. I discovered that. Begged my mom for that Kingdom Hearts 2.
So
But I hadn't.
Did you start on Kingdom Hearts 2?
I wanted to start Kingdom Hearts 2. That's when Kingdom Hearts 2 officially came out. And then Kingdom Hearts 1, my mom was like, play that one first, and then I'll get you Kingdom Hearts 2. So I finally got Kingdom Hearts 1, played it, was terrified. I saw that box art on the back, and I was like, this is a scary game. Why am I doing this? Played it, fell in love, beat it, begged my mom finally for the second one, got the second one. That's when everything got, like, real.
Is that, like, when you would say, like, you started loving video games?
Yeah, that's when I was like, okay, let's learn more about, like, this kind of genre. So that's an RPG. I was like getting more into RPGs, learned more about like what did I get? So that was on PS2. I ended up getting not really like RPGs, but I got Harvest Moon. I got like Cats games. I got all the girly games for sure. But yeah, from there then I started wanting to get a little more competitive. So I tried dipping my feet into competitiveness, mostly because of friends. That's when I went to, in college, I did League of Legends tournaments.
Nice. That's awesome.
Just very little. We won a few with my team, but we won like...
I wouldn't have pegged you for a MOBA player.
No.
I would not have been something that popped in my mind.
Only because of my friends. And what was really important that hooked me in on League of Legends is like those characters. You like can really connect to those characters on League of Legends. I'm like, you know what? This pulls me in. I'm going to play it.
Heck yeah.
So yeah, I went from there, did some tournaments. We won a few rounds, got beat pretty bad. But we won like stickers and lanyards.
Hey, that's cool.
Yeah, and then from there I was like, okay, I want to play more games. What am I going to do now? And then that's when I applied for GameStop, worked at GameStop. And then, yeah, I got to be around video games a lot more than I used to, you know, get to try out more, be like, okay, I'm going to bring this home, see what it is. Yeah, and check it out. Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So would you say currently, right now, what would you say is your favorite system?
Oh, man. For sure PS4.
PS4.
All the way. That's all I'll play. I'll touch my Switch once in a while, but it doesn't have that feel like a PS4 does.
Doesn't have that feel. So are you saying like is it the controller? Is it the game? Like why do you love your PS4?
Dang, I guess the comfort of it, being able to just chill on the couch, turn it on, and then the controller, the Switch, I jump between my PS4 and my Switch right now. The Switch is nice, but those little controllers, one, it makes me nervous. I don't want to break it.
Oh, the Joy-Cons.
Yeah, the Joy-Cons make me nervous. That really
because they break so frequently.
Yeah, that really does stop me
drift.
from playing. Yeah.
The drift is real, ladies and gentlemen.
It's so real. I'm so terrified. Working at GameStop, seeing all the people that bring them in, you're like, I don't want to be that person.
I had to send mine back to Nintendo. The drift is real.
It's not worth the risk. That PS4, you don't have that worry, I feel. I can be rough with it. I've dropped my controller. PS4 controllers
can still drift, but it's not to the same rate that the Joy-Con are.
The worry I'm not going to feel with the Switch, for sure.
No doubt.
Mm-hmm. Right now on the PS4, I'm constantly playing Project Diva. Rhythm games all the way. I'll play Project Diva. No one plays this. Persona 5, Dancing All Night. I'll play that.
I still work at GameStop. I've sold some copies of that. It was definitely bigger. Like when it first came out, that was harder to get, but definitely sold in the beginning and quieter now.
Yeah, I enjoy that. Anything rhythm game, I can just jump on, turn it on, start it. I like the rhythm games because you don't have to really have a story you're committed to.
So something you can jump in and out of.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. Mm-hmm. Let's see.
Your favorite system?
Mine is...
All time.
I go back and forth between this a lot, but mine's probably Nintendo 64. Mario 64 was like the most pivotal moment. Like really made me see what games could be like. Holy shit, this is 3D. This is crazy. You know, I played the hell out of that game when I got it. GoldenEye came out for 64. Shout out to GoldenEye. I played the hell out of that. That was really like a turning point for me, like really loving games. Like I enjoyed games on Atari. I felt like I really liked games on NES, and by the time I got a 64, I was like, holy crap, like this is insane.
I never had a Nintendo 64. I never got to appreciate that. What year did that come out?
1995, I believe.
Yeah.
That would have been 2 years before you were born.
Yeah. Would have never had. GoldenEye, though, that's like everyone's all-time favorite, right?
A lot of people like GoldenEye. Mario 64 is very popular. Mario Kart 64 was seminal. Like one of the best Mario Karts there was.
Classic.
There's a lot of great games on 64. Unfortunately, I don't have my 64 here. It's back at home.
Mm-hmm.
I will get that, and we'll definitely hop into some 64 stuff for
that
sure.
Would be fun. Experience that.
All right, guys. So I just want to go over the direction that we're going to be going with in the show, like what's going to be covered and things like that. So we are going to be covering shorter games. This is something Jenny and I discussed for quite a while. We're both very busy people. We don't have as much time as we used to. That's not to say that we're not going to discuss longer games. Like when a new Assassin's Creed game comes out, I'm sorry, I have no choice. I have to delve into that.
Yeah, we'll get a chance to like dip our toes in it. It's just having time. We're adults. We have lives.
No doubt.
Yeah, and we want to get in there and get it over with.
So we'll focus on the shorter games, probably like indie games and retro games, stuff like that. We're going to try to focus on stuff that we're currently playing and actively playing. That way we can discuss it, more of like an overview instead of just giving you like, I played that game for an hour. It was cool. We might be able to play like Aladdin for like 2 hours or something. Yeah. And that's like,
that'd
for
be
a retro game, that's probably like
too.
the whole game.
Yeah, we would get plenty of time to know what it's about and if we enjoy it or not.
No doubt. Mm-hmm. Is there anything else you wanted to add for that?
No, I don't think so. No. Yeah.
And then the other thing is the ethics about our shows going forward. Our opinions are our own. They're not controlled by Nerdthusiast or any other companies we may work for. Any opinions we give you guys are honest. They're open. We might get free games from time to time, and if we do get free games, we will disclose that information to you. So you can take those opinions with a grain of salt. But I'm not afraid to crap all over a game if it's not good, with respect to the developers, of course. But yeah, that's pretty much the direction that the show is going to be going. Mm-hmm. So we hope you guys will like it. The next show we do is going to be more like a normal show. This is just kind of an introduction to us, though.
Just want people to get to know us and see who we are.
Absolutely.
All right, let's now talk about some of our favorite genres. Do tell.
Genres.
Yes.
I like platformers because I'm old. They don't really make platformers as many as they used to anyways.
That's true.
I love shooters. First-person shooters specifically. Third-person I'll take. I love Gears of War, things like that. Mm-hmm. But like, things like GoldenEye, Call of Duty. I love Call of Duty. I know people are like, oh, it's, played out and shit. I get that. Still love Call of Duty.
Yeah, classic.
Action-adventure games, like third-person ones, like, the Sony-made games like Uncharted, Tomb Raider, The Last of Us. I know Tomb Raider's not a Sony game. Don't come at me. But those style games are great. Yeah. And then probably in the past few years, I've really gotten into Metroidvania games like Ori and the Blind Forest. I've gone back and played, the Super Metroid for Super Nintendo. That game's awesome. I played Castlevania Symphony of the Night. I really, really dig those genres. Those are like some. I've never
ever played anything, I think, in a Metroidvania genre. I don't think I have. Now that you say all those, I'm like
where you go back to like collect things because you'll be in like an area and it'll show you like you'll see something and you'll be like, oh, that's cool, but I can't get that now. And then you gotta like circle back to it later when you have a new ability.
I hate stuff like that though. I hate having to come back.
I can understand that. I used to probably not like that too.
Yeah.
But when you play like one of these top-notch games that do it really well, like if you played Castlevania Symphony of the Night, oh my god, it's like so rewarding.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'll make it more worthwhile to go back. Okay.
Yeah, maybe we'll hop into that one day. I have it on PS3, so.
Okay. Yeah.
It's still a PS1 game.
Old school.
But the gameplay holds up today.
Do they even make Metroidvania genres to this day?
They still make Metroid games. Nintendo's working on a Metroid game right now. Ooh. Castlevania is kind of like on the back burner. Like Konami hasn't done anything with their properties in a long time. Mm-hmm. Like they've just been very quiet.
Yeah.
But the guy who originally made Castlevania made Bloodstained. Ritual of the Night.
Yeah, on the Switch,
that game, it was on the Switch, the PS4, and the Xbox One. That game is awesome. If you like Castlevania Symphony of the Night, you need to play that game.
I saw the box art for that. That looked beautiful, too.
So good.
Wow. I might have to give that a try.
You definitely should. What about you?
All right, genres for me. Visual novels for sure, like Danganronpa. I'll play me a good, like, harem, if you even know what a harem is. Okay, a good harem visual novel.
Very good.
Love me some Samurai Boys.
Me too.
Oh, yeah. You can't go wrong with that. Rhythm games, Project Diva, obviously. Some Persona dancing all night. I'll even play some arcade games. I love to go into an arcade and see what rhythm games they got.
I'm with you on the rhythm games.
Yeah.
That's something I left off my list, but I
Yes.
still play Rock Band 4
Yeah.
on Xbox One. I
All
still
right.
play that shit.
And Guitar Hero.
I don't go back to Guitar Hero as much. I like having the
Yeah.
drums and everything in Rock Band. I know, like, I think one of the older Guitar Heroes added that
Yeah. Oh no, did they?
Did they?
Guitar Hero? I don't know if they did, but I know I
No, maybe
wanted
they
to have the
didn't.
drums. That's why I wanted Rock Band too, because you get the cool drum set.
in. We'll have to play Rock Band 4
That
because
would be fun.
not only do I have Rock Band 4, I paid like a fee to get like a lot of the old tracks back. So I
yeah,
probably have
that
like
DLC.
200 tracks on Rock Band 4.
Dang, all right, we'll do
So-
some singing.
Oh yeah. Oh no, not me. No.
That'd be so
Maybe
great.
you, not me.
Not me
I'm not
either.
singing.
I can't sing either.
My wife Claudia, she'll sing.
Okay, I'm down.
She likes singing.
She'll be our singer against her will.
Do you prefer guitars, drums? What do you play?
I'll totally do guitar.
Guitar?
I can do good. Back when I was little, I couldn't hit the orange key on the guitar because my hands
pinky?
are too small. Yeah, so I could only do hard because once you do expert, you can't do that. I love me a good guitar.
We'll have to rock out one night.
That would be fun.
Hell yeah. Get some drinks.
Yes, I'll be lit. Rhythm games, adventure games, definitely Telltale Games has like honestly put a pretty big impression in my life. To this day, I'm still doing like Clementine jackets. You remember in Walking Dead? In Walking Dead, there's this character called Clementine.
I know who Clementine is.
Okay.
But what are the jackets?
The jackets in season 2, she wears this pretty iconic like blue with the rainbow across it jacket, and I make that. I'll sew the collar off and I'll like do the cell shading, which is that style in Walking Dead.
Oh, nice.
And to this day, people will still buy it.
Oh, you make it on
Etsy.
what?
I'll do it on Etsy. I'll sell jackets, hats from the game. I guess it's just an underrated game. Telltale Games.
Did you want to plug your Etsy?
No.
Okay.
But yeah, I feel like Telltale Games really doesn't get enough love. I know they had a few bumps in the past with their like, I think they're not even around anymore. They're like
They're
Skybound.
around, but they're
Skybound now.
they were like reformed. They're different people. I think some of the original people came back, but they're kind of a different studio. So
yeah, they're completely new. That was my dream. I would have loved to work for Telltale. That was my dream at one point.
I would wait and see what happens with their next game.
I hope they come back. I would love that.
They're definitely making something.
Their games, I feel like, are so different, and I love being put in that situation of like building up these characters who I love, and now I have to choose who dies. Like, that's so dark, but I'm like, I love picking who's gonna die today.
Have you played Tales from the Borderlands?
No, but Telltale also did that, right?
Yes.
Yeah. no,
That's
I haven't.
really, really
Is
good.
it? And those
even if you don't care
decisions-
about Borderlands, it's fantastic.
Yeah, see, and Telltale does that. I appreciate that. Those decisions they do, oh my god. On the edge of my seat every time.
What about, have you played Detroit Become Human? We talked about that earlier.
You know, about that.
No,
I started
don't.
it.
No!
I started it and I could not finish it. I don't know. I got to that point with the one dude, with the blue-eyed robot, not Connor and not Alice, or that's a little girl. I don't remember.
Alice was a little girl.
I don't remember the other girl. But the third guy, the third robot, his story bored me so much in the beginning. I know. I'm sorry. And I know
It's alright.
I thought I would love it because it's that decision based. And I'm about that, but
That gets so good.
It-
It gets so good,
I bet
Jenny.
it does. The girl's story, the maid chick, whoever she was, that story
Kara.
was so good. That was really nice. I like the decisions, and I like being able to see what my
It was like
decisions
Kara,
are gonna.
I think Marcus, right?
Oh, Marcus is the one I didn't
yeah,
play.
Kara,
yeah.
Marcus, and what the hell was the other guy?
Connor. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
My
the
name is
detective.
Connor. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
My
he
name
was
is
the
Connor.
worst.
What can I do for you?
He was
Yeah.
the worst.
He was so. I thought he was pretty cool though.
Oh, come on.
He was like stereotypical what you think of a robot would be, right? Like, Connor, my name is Connor.
He was like a boring white person.
Yeah,
like,
that's true. Kara was interesting too, but Marcus, I got to the point where you're like looking on the walls trying to find things, and I'm like, I'm over it.
No, I got like really
My
like I
attention
thought he
span.
was probably like the best character in the game.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, like Kara I liked a lot too though. I don't.
Kara did have a really good story at the start for me.
Yeah, Marcus I ended up liking a lot.
Hmm.
I won't talk about it anymore because I don't. If you go back to it, at some
Maybe
point,
I'll
I
go
don't
back
want
to
to ruin
it.
anything for you. But I thought it was excellent. I thought like as far as those style games go, that's one of like the best ones you can play.
Yeah.
Cool. Was that everything?
Yeah, those are my favorite genres for sure.
Okay, cool.
All right, I guess now genres we avoid.
Yes. So I have a lot. It's kind of shameful. I feel ashamed because I try to play so many different varieties of games.
Yeah.
And this is like a very shameful point.
Oh.
I don't like JRPGs. I've tried them a million times. You can tell me, try this one. It's the turn-based. God damn it. Just react. Just fight. Why?
Just
do I have to wait?
Action.
Yes.
Yes. I feel like sometimes JRPGs get a little too complicated too. Do you notice that? Like it seems like they want to put so much in it, you get a little lost.
To be fair, you know what I need to do? I have Final Fantasy VII Remake. I need to go back and play that.
Yeah.
I played the demo. The demo was great.
Yes.
And it was sort of like a hybrid turn-based game,
they
but
did.
also
they
not
turned it
turn-based.
around so differently. It's not like a Final Fantasy game, but yet it is. Yeah.
It appealed to me a lot, so that's something I'd be willing to give a shot. It's just that this straight-up turn-based shit, I understand that it's super popular with certain people. I am not that person.
I think because it's so unrealistic, like, it always kind of makes me laugh waiting for the enemy to attack you. You're like, hold up.
You're standing like, oh.
Wait. Let me think about what I'm going to do here. Let me think. And the enemy will be standing in the background just waiting like, all right, you do you.
Yeah, that's not how shit happens.
Take your time.
That's not how shit happens, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm not a fan of that. Not a fan of mobile games.
I feel you on that one for sure.
Turn-based strategy is kind of the same thing. I did play South Park, The Fractured Butthole, which is sort of it's like a grid.
Oh, I didn't play that one.
Turn-based strategy game. And it was alright. I got up to a point where it got really fucking hard for some reason. There was like a bunch of fat women like trampling me, and I don't understand. I don't remember why. I couldn't tell you why.
That sounds like South Park.
There was a reason. But I could not get paid. I was like, I couldn't understand what the fuck it wanted me to do. Mm-hmm. And eventually I was like,
I'm over it.
I've had enough for today.
Yeah.
And that day happened to be the last day I played that game. I was like, I can't do this anymore.
Wow. They lost you there.
They did, because that was the first, like, a grid, like, there was a grid-based strategy game.
Is there other games like that?
Yeah, there are.
Oh, there are, huh?
But that was the one I was just like,
I couldn't get into it. Yeah.
The first one, though, the regular South Park Stick of Truth, I beat that fucking game.
Oh, yeah?
And that's a turn-based game. That game's fucking awesome.
Okay, well, what about it did you like?
I mostly think because it was South
Just
Park.
Just because it sounds like... Yeah,
God damn it, this is fucking great. Like, I gotta get through this shit.
You need a good story to it. Yeah. Okay.
I fucking love South Park. MMORPGs, I don't know that I've ever played one, and no, I don't care to.
Yeah, that's so much effort. I've tried getting into
work.
those. You have to commit. You really do. From the beginning.
Yeah, it's a huge time commitment. I don't have a lot of time. You know, that's why we want to focus on shorter games, stuff that we might be able to actually beat, or at least enjoy for, like, you know, if we can get enjoyment out of like a retro game in a few hours, it's like, dude, we might have seen like almost all of that game.
Yeah.
Whereas a common game, it's like 60 hours. It's like,
and you can't even get a good opinion on it, too, sometimes.
Right.
You know, we want to get a clear opinion on it.
Right. Like, Detroit is only maybe like 15 or 20 hours. Mm-hmm. And I don't think that you got to the point where you need to get to where you're like, oh, man, this is getting good.
Honestly.
But at the same time, the games, they don't, you know, you don't owe anything to the game to get you there. It should get you there ahead of time. So I understand, you know, wanting to drop off if it didn't capture attention right away. Yeah. So that's what we're going to avoid. You know, if we get into games and we're like, this isn't doing for me, we're not going to keep going down that path.
Yeah,
you know?
We got short attention spans.
No doubt. Card games, I have no interest in playing card games unless it's a real card game like poker. That would be something I'd be interested in. But these like weird
like what is it right now? Heartfire is like the top thing right now. Is that what it's called?
Hearthstone? Hearthstone.
See, I don't know.
Hearthstone, there's Slay the Spire. There's a whole bunch of big card games that
Gwent.
Yeah, I'm not interested in.
Yup.
MOBAs, I'm not interested in. I'm sorry. I know you like League of Legends.
I do love me some League of Legends.
And I also do not like monster collection games like Pokemon and Digimon. Those are the areas I'm not going to talk about. That's
weird, I must admit. No Pokemon in this.
I've never played a Pokemon game.
I feel like every gamer has played one Pokemon game.
No, I have
not
zero
even
interest.
You own some Pokemon games.
I do.
He owns them, but he won't play them.
I own them for like trading purposes and things. I only own like 2, I think.
Not even on Game Boy? No, like Silver?
No. Never bought any of those.
Wow.
I think I have 1 or 2 on DS. And that's
too repetitive.
I just don't find I hear what it's doing. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm good.
You catch a Pokemon and you're like, yeah. See, I enjoyed it. I haven't played a Pokemon game since Game Boy as well. Silver was the last one I played, and ever since then, they just like,
Silver's
all
like
the
the one I
same.
have.
Yeah. Oh my god. See, well.
What about you? What are you
All
avoiding?
right. Definitely gonna always avoid sports games. I've tried Madden. I've tried NBA. But Madden,
Can I ask you a follow-up question?
Okay.
Is it because you don't get the sport, or is it you get the sport and the game's just not appealing to you?
Before I used to not get the sport, and then I now understand football, and I've played Madden after understanding football, and I still didn't enjoy it.
Is it because you don't get the plays, or just like you just didn't enjoy it, period?
I just don't understand.
Because that stuff matters now. Like sports games are very complicated.
And there's a competitive side to it too. I don't get, but it's so. I don't know. I'd rather just play the game. I hate to be that person. Like, why don't you just play the game if you want to play it? But
I've fallen out on sports titles quite a bit. We should play old sports titles, and I think you would appreciate them more because they're not as complex as like a common day Madden. Like if I played Madden today, I would probably suck. But if we played like an old like if we played like Madden
football,
like 95 or something,
I
I'd
feel
probably
like
be
they're
pretty
different
decent at
structures too of how they did it.
Well, yeah, they had a limited amount of plays, so it was like you might have, 4 plays or 10 plays or 20 plays. But eventually, you'd be able to memorize all those. Now, here's a playbook.
Yeah.
Here's like 100 different
and
plays
you go
can
to
pick
like
from.
3 different subcategories, and I was like, what? I just want to play on this team and do that. I just want to throw the ball.
Exactly.
Yeah, sports games, mobile games, online card games as well. Man, mine's very similar. MMORPGs, can't do it. I've tried like Mabunogi. Have you ever tried that? It's an MMORPG. I've tried Phantasy Star Online. I've tried all those things.
I know Phantasy Star.
Yeah, trying to get into those. It also feels like a lot of spending your own money at the end of the day with those too.
Oh, because a lot of them they're like pay a monthly fee to play.
Yeah, and I hate doing that. I hate play to win games.
I'm with you.
And Metrovania only because I really just don't have enough. I haven't dipped my toes in it enough.
I'll get you there.
I'm open. I wouldn't say I'll avoid it.
So excited about because it's like a new genre I discovered. Not I say new, but it's like probably like a few years ago that I really started getting into them.
Oh.
And they're amazing.
What's cool is its own genre. I didn't even know that was a genre.
Oh yeah. Oh
yeah.
Yeah. What do you look in like when you play a game? What is something that you look for in a game?
For me, obviously story. I think if you don't have a good plot, if you don't have good characters, you gotta have that perfect backstory to your character. You gotta get attached to that character. I gotta love that character. I gotta die for that character.
You should be very passionate about this.
I need to love these characters to be in this game.
Give me 3 examples.
Okay. Well, perfect example. Persona 5.
Okay.
I don't know if you've ever played Persona 5, but you get these characters and I feel like you really get to know them as you go through the game. You get to know who they are, what they like to even eat. You're gifting these characters presents. You know them. They are your best friend at the end of the day. And that's what I need in order to like get through a game.
Something that really keeps you
I'm
motivated.
like, that's my best friend. I'm going to protect you through this game. I love you.
I can get that.
Yeah. You?
For me, I definitely agree with you on the story. First of all, like story's probably my second most important thing. And that's something I've grown with over time. But always, from back in the day all the way till now, the most important thing for me is how a game controls. If your controls are garbage, I'm not interested in your game. I don't care how good the story is. I don't care how good your soundtrack is. I don't care how good your voice acting is.
You can't even start it. If there's no good controls,
no,
you can't even get into it.
No, and I'm even someone who, like, people complain, like, if you go back to, I know this is the second time I'm bringing this up, but if you go back to a game like GoldenEye and you played it on a Nintendo 64, people are like, their brains are like broken. They're like, oh my God, this is awful. Like, how
do you use?
I played that, like, back in the day, and, like, I have muscle memory towards it. So it's like,
wow.
You give me that controller, and yeah, I'm gonna fuck around a little bit for like a minute or two, but after that minute or two, it's gonna click.
Yeah.
And I'm back in the zone.
It's
like I was, however the hell old I was when that game came out, and I will destroy you in some GoldenEye.
Oh, I believe it. I've played like even rhythm games. I don't know. I've jumped from like PS4 rhythm games to like Switch rhythm games, and those controls were just so different. I couldn't play a rhythm game on a Switch. just because of those controls.
It matters
It
a lot.
really does matter because, like, how are you going to play it? It's like driving a car. You can't drive the car if it doesn't work.
Right.
You can't.
A game like GoldenEye had, one thumbstick, and now everybody is so used to having two thumbsticks.
Yep.
Like, the people can't wrap their
Spoiled.
head around it. I'm like, exactly. To me, that's how I feel. I'm like, you need to calm down.
Back in my day,
Right.
we had one.
You just need all you get good son of a bitches with Dark Souls. You need to go back and play yourself some goddamn GoldenEye if you want to talk about getting good. You can't play that shit with one thumbstick. I don't want to hear about your Dark Souls.
You don't even know with your two thumbsticks.
Nope, you don't even know. So that's my old man talk for today.
All right. Something else that's important, art. I think you look at that cover art, you go into GameStop, you see that cover art, you're like, what is this? I know there's this one game at GameStop. I think it's like, maybe it's, I don't know. There's this one game where I'll always look at the cover and I'm like, why would anyone want to play this?
What genre was it?
I think it was like some sort of JRPG, but I hate that about JRPGs. You get this beautiful art on the cover, you open it up, you see the beautiful characters all beautifully drawn out, and then you get in the game and it's 8-bit. And I'm like,
wait a second.
this isn't what I signed up for.
Are you hating on it because it's an 8-bit game?
Okay, I'm not hating on it because it's an 8-bit game. I'm hating on it because I expected this beautiful art, and now I don't get that.
Okay.
Yeah, I expect.
Understand that.
I wanted something visually appealing to look at when I'm playing.
I would agree that if the cover art shows something completely different, it's an 8-bit game. It should have like a good example would be a 3D Dot Game Hero. Do you remember that? It was on PS3, so you might have seen it when you worked at GameStop.
Maybe.
It was a 3D game, but it was almost built like Minecraft. Like you could tell like it was a 3D game, but it had like Minecraft blocks everywhere, so it looks pixelated like an old school game would.
Right.
So you know exactly what you were getting into from the cover.
Okay.
So I'm with you that the
Yeah,
cover
I think
shouldn't
that's
be
important.
deceiving.
Yeah,
But
it's like seeing the book from the cover. You gotta know what you're jumping into.
my old ass also wouldn't be disappointed if it was an 8-bit game, but it's all right.
Okay, I guess.
And then one of the things that's important to me is the soundtracks to games. A lot of times, playing something repetitive like GoldenEye, like if you're playing multiplayer with your friends, you can just turn off the volume, like turn on some tunes or something like that.
Yeah.
I used to do that all the time back in the day. We'd fucking...
Yeah, especially those games you're playing a long time for.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it has like a repetitive soundtrack or something, you can put on like... When we play GoldenEye, we would play Metallica and Megadeth and shit.
Yeah.
Like, shit that was more popular back in
Yeah, I'll do that with like
day.
League of Legends. I'll play some like dubstep or something, get you in the mood.
Yeah.
But if a video game has its own sound, that's a whole other thing, I think.
Right,
Their
and
own soundtrack.
if it has good sound effects or good stories, like the Last of Us Part 2, like listening to that game is very important because like some of your enemies will like whistle and stuff, and that can actually tell you where your enemies are. The enemies are communicating to each other. That's the point of the whistling, but it also gives away their location.
Yeah.
So if you have the volume turned down and you're listening to the music or something, you're going to miss that completely.
That's such a change too. That's so cool. Yeah.
And the ambiance that it gives you, like, if the soundtrack is really good, like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater was like the soundtrack to like my life back then. Like, my God, like Goldfinger was on there, Bad Religion was on there. So many amazing bands, like that, in my opinion, like,
I've never played Tony Hawk. I can't tell you.
The remake is coming out. Yo, we are playing some Tony Hawk.
That would be pretty cool. I'd be pretty down, actually. That's it's
1 and 2, and like the soundtrack is almost completely intact.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I love when they rework a soundtrack.
The Dead Kennedys are in there. They're from the 70s.
Dang,
and the 80s.
So they got all the old school stuff in there and they kept it.
Yes. And some of those old bands
that.
came back to make new music as well.
Wow. See, I like when a video game can bring in like bands too and bring in artists and all that. That's nice.
They have some new ones. I don't know them, but they have some new
You're
ones.
open to it.
We should definitely check that out, though. I think that would be a lot of fun. And that's something... Tony Hawk's a great example of a game we can play because it's something we could sit down with for half an hour, play, and be like, cool, I get it. I can talk about this game because it only took us a half an hour. We don't have to sit there and beat every level and collect... every skate and spell it out. We don't have to do...
Yeah, it's a good, like,
things.
BS game. Just have fun. Yeah, no worries at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
I feel that.
So we're wrapping this up here. We got only a couple questions left. What is the most memorable video game moment that you have?
All right. For me, would be back at a convention, back at Anime Los Angeles 2017. I want to say 2017, 2018.
You're acting like that was like
I know,
50
back
years
in
ago.
my day when I was a wee little lad.
I still didn't have hair back then. It still doesn't matter.
Was pretty recent. There was this competition. I went to this convention and they were calling people over. They're like, hey, anyone want to enter this competition for Blur? I'm like, I have no idea what Blur is. It was on a PC. I didn't really play PC games back then, and it was a racing game. But they're like, hey, that's okay. It's like Mario Kart. I'm like, all right. I can beat some people in Mario Kart. Give me some blue shells and we good. So we enter that, and there's like 10 other people. And I decide to enter it. And I'm like, I'm going to do terrible. No idea what this game is. No idea the controls. No idea the system. No idea how to use the PC right. Let's see how this goes.
So you were using a mouse and keyboard? No
mouse,
controller?
keyboard,
okay.
10 other people. We go in this. It really is like Mario Kart. Have you ever played Blur?
I've bought it in the past couple years,
okay.
but I haven't played. I bought it specifically because I heard it was good. That and Split Second came out around the same time.
Oh, yeah.
And they're both supposed to be like amazing games.
Yeah, the racing. Yeah. So we go into this. I win round 1.
Nice.
First place. They're like, this is just the practice round, y'all. Who's first place? Raise your hand. And I'm like, and everyone's just like, what do you mean? I'm like, okay, it's just like, a fluke. It was just a practice round. It's a fluke. So we're going to do 3 rounds. We're going to see whoever wins this at the end gets a brand new headset and then like a $10 gift card to like some like online video game thing. So I'm like, okay, let's see how it goes. It's just fun. Let's kill some time. So we do this. We get the practice round over. We go round 1. I get second place. I'm like, okay, it wasn't first. I'm happy. And then we go second round. First place again.
Heck yeah.
I'm like, oh snap. At this point.
Are they going by like Mario Kart rules? How like you're getting points for what rank you are?
It really is just like, so Blur, it was so weird. It really was just like Mario Kart / like GTA status to me. That's how the city looked. When you're driving in the car in GTA and you're that above you.
Yeah.
Kind of like there. It's like that. You get your 3 like cubes you hit and then you can like get boosts. You fly forward, all that. So I get that, I do that, and then final round, I actually win.
That's crazy.
I get first place the final round, so I was first, second, and first.
That's
and I was like, what? Who is this? I've never played this game. It was so fun, though. I got to meet so many cool people there. I got the headset at the end of the day. I got to, like, get that $10 gift certificate, get pictures. I was like, what is this?
That's awesome. You just walked into it and you're like,
I was
cool.
like, what? But that was like the most memorable, and I was like, dang, maybe I can play video games.
So did you end up buying that game later on?
No. I feel like that's what's funny. I've never played that game since.
You have to get it.
I feel like I have to play it again and see.
That's something you're never gonna forget.
That's true. It really wasn't, and I'm like, oh, okay, I guess I can do these things. I can, really learn, and I feel like that showed anyone can jump into that game.
That's super important. And when you have moments like that, you have to get that game because it's something you're going to remember for the rest of your life. We're going to get you Blur for sure.
Yeah, now I have to get Blur and play it like 20 times.
We're definitely going to get you Blur.
I'll probably do terrible now. Maybe those people all sucked.
I highly doubt it. You were probably just naturally
I guess so. I was like a Blur competitive player in my past life. Who knows?
But having that game on your shelf is something you could see, like, oh yeah, I remember that. Like just having that, like,
you're
that
really
game,
right.
Blur is probably like a $15 game right now. Like,
yeah,
we can get you Blur for
yeah,
sure.
I might have to.
I had one this was during like when the rhythm heyday was really going on. This like small publisher made a game called Rock of the Dead.
Rock of the Dead.
It was a Guitar Hero game.
Oh.
And I entered just a contest. It was like, just put your name in a hat. Like, if you win, we'll call you. It was a Guitar Hero guitar, but not Guitar Hero, like a different like brand.
Oh yeah.
Like a third party, like
unofficial
guitar.
You get something.
And it was signed by Rob Zombie.
Oh.
And I won that fucking guitar.
What?
So when I won the guitar, I was like, well, now I gotta buy the game.
Yeah.
So I bought the game to remind me that I have the guitar. So,
wow.
Not that I guess I had the guitar. I didn't need the guitar.
Dang, that's pretty lucky.
But I ended up buying the game, so like I have that game to go with that guitar.
And you look back and you're like, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That was me.
You definitely have to get Blur.
Yeah, I might have to go back now.
Do you have your PS3 or Xbox 360 or PC?
I have a PS3. I could probably play it on.
We're gonna get you a copy on PS3 for sure.
Might have to play some Blur now.
Heck yeah.
All right. Your most memorable video game moment.
Mine. Wow, one just came into my head that's probably I shouldn't tell. We played a lot of rhythm games in college. We played a lot of Guitar Hero. There was a lot of drinking happening in. We had not an apartment. It was like a condo.
Okay.
And there's probably like 3 or 4 of us that lived there. Sometimes 5, sometimes 6. It just depended on when you came by. So there was random people that slept on the couch.
Like, yeah.
We had somebody sleeping in a closet at some point. It was college.
It'd be like that, you know.
Yeah, you might want to sleep in a or in a closet from time to time. So we played a lot of rhythm games, but I ended up getting a Nintendo 64, and we played Bond, GoldenEye, you know.
Yeah.
And we played a lot of poker. We did both these things. Shout out to Eat Hoagie. We played poker together in college. We would just be in the middle of a poker game. The poker game would start falling apart. Like, people would be getting drunk and disorderly. Like, late at night. I'm talking like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Like, things would just start falling apart in the poker game.
Yeah.
And someone would just scream at the top of their lungs, Bond! And everybody would just go to the other room, turn on the 64, and start playing Bond at like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Really?
Yeah, and it was a great feeling. It was like, holy shit.
That committed to that game.
I mean, we probably had the cops called on us yelling over GoldenEye at like 3 o'clock in the morning on a Nintendo 64.
How do multiple people play that game?
So the Nintendo 64 has 4 controller inputs, and you can play 4 players split screen at the same time.
Snap. So you guys all 4 would just be playing?
Yeah, so I mean, there would be more than 4 people in a poker game, so people would have to swap out.
Yeah,
Who's ever doing the worst, like, all right, you had like the least amount of kills, you came in last place, swap out with somebody else, like, you know. But obviously the king stayed on, like, who's ever doing the best.
Did you play for rewards or like what?
We played just to be fucking assholes and like talk trash, and like there was no real reward.
Yeah, could have played for money.
But that was like, you know,
back in the day.
Those times were some of the best.
Oh my god.
No doubt. So yeah, I would say GoldenEye in college is probably the most memorable time I've had. Also with the rhythm games, because there was plenty of times where I had a roommate, Doug. Love Doug very much. I would go to sleep at like 2 o'clock in the morning. Pass out, sleep for a while, wake up, go to work or go to class, because I was doing both at the same time. I would walk downstairs, and Doug would be playing the same game, Guitar Hero, from the time that I went to sleep to the time that I woke up. Like,
oh my!
All night long, never stopped, looking like a crackhead. So just tear it up like.
I feel like Guitar Hero had that weird thing though back in the day. Like, I was the same way. Like, I would play hours straight Guitar Hero with my sister. I don't know what it was. That was so addicting.
Doug missed many a class due to Guitar Hero. Many a class.
I wonder what it is. It's just those songs and...
It was great music, man.
Yeah, it really
Ozzy
is.
Osbourne was on there. Classics, man. So those are some of the best memories that I had.
That's funny.
But yeah, that was all the show we had for you guys.
Yeah.
If you guys want to send us questions next time, our email is nerdthusiastgaming@gmail.com. You guys can shoot us some questions over there. We definitely appreciate that. On our next show, we are actually going to be covering some different games. Jenny has a dark secret, guys. I'm going to reveal to you right now.
Please don't yell.
She doesn't like Xbox.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
However, I have a lot of games. My Xbox library is probably bigger than any other library that I have. So we're going to dive into some Xbox games next time and see if we can convert Jenny into agnostic gamer like myself, where I don't care about what system I'm playing on as long as the games are good.
I'm going to try and be open to it.
So we're going to check out games like Streets of Rage, the first one for the Genesis, which is on Xbox. We'll be playing on Xbox. Cuphead, Shantae's Pirate's Curse, and probably the most notable game, in my opinion, on the Xbox One, Gears 5. We'll be checking out some of the story mode and co-op in Horde mode as well.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have our impressions about those things.
That's a classic, right? On Xbox exclusive?
Exclusive.
I'm excited for that. Never played any Gears, so...
Oh, you're going to love it.
We'll see how that goes.
It's amazing. I wanted to shout out Juan real quick over on Patreon. Thank you for supporting us, Juan. You guys can support us too.
Thanks,
Patreon.com/nerdthusiast. Thank you, Juan. All right, guys, thank you for checking out our first show. Again, this show is mostly about us, so not all of our shows are going to be like this. We're going to talk about games. I mentioned the ones that we're going to talk about next time, so hopefully you guys will come back and check out that. Let me know what you guys think. Leave some comments over on YouTube. You can send us messages over on nerdthusiastgaming@gmail.com. Jenny, I want to thank you for being the co-creator of the show. Thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
This has been so fun.
This has been awesome. I'm very happy to have you on here collaborating with us and making new shows.
I'm excited to see where this goes. I think it's going to be really exciting.
Yeah, we're willing to grow with you guys. So if you want us to do different stuff, let us know. But for right now, our focus is going to be on shorter games. We will talk about longer games when we want to. We're going to do what we want. We're not going to build a box around ourselves, but our focus will be on shorter games.
Yeah.
Follow us over on Nerdthusiast, at Nerdthusiast on Twitter.com. You can follow my personal account at from NJ to CA over on there. Jenny, thank you again. It's been a pleasure having you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you.
You guys, have a great day.